mourning never truly ended. People said it would fade with time, but time only deepened the hollowness in our chests. After Papa's burial, visitors stopped coming. The wailing quieted, the prayers ended, but the hunger remained. Mama tried her best. She sold some of Papa's tools, his chiseled sets, the measuring square he guarded like gold, but it wasn't enough. My siblings, once full of laughter, grew pale and silent. We cooked once a day, then every other day, then barely at all. One night, after scraping the bottom of the pot that held more smoke than food, I watched Mama sit outside staring at the stars like they owed her something. Her shoulders shook, but she made no sound. That's when I knew I had to go. I waited until she came inside and lay beside us on the mat. Then I whispered to her, "Mama, I want to go to Lagos." She turned slightly, her face shrouded in darkness. "For what, my daughter?" "To find work. I will stay with my friend. She promised to help me, Mama." But Mama didn't speak for a long time. I thought she had fallen asleep. Then she sighed, barely a whisper. "Don't forget who you are." I nodded in darkness, but my heart was already beating in the rhythm of departure. The journey to Lagos was both terrifying and strange. I had never left our village before. Everything beyond it was just stories, radio news and rumors. But now, I was living in the rumor. Oju Elegba, where buses screeched like angry spirits and everyone moved as though time would punish them for moving slow. Linda met me at the park. She was brighter than I remembered. Her skin glowed like glass and her lashes fluttered like wings. She wore clothes that looked like fabric had been afraid to cover too much. She hugged me tightly and shouted, "Village girl don land oh." I smiled, though my stomach twisted. She then took me to her small apartment in a loud compound. Inside, a fan hummed loudly, blowing the scent of perfume and something bitter I couldn't place. There was only one mattress, plenty of makeups and clothes that glittered like temptation. So, we sat cross-legged. I told her everything about Papa and about the hunger, also about my decision. She didn't cry, she didn't gasp. She just said, "Good, you came at the right time. You are beautiful, Onome. Men will pay a lot." I blinked. "Men?" She gave me a look. "What did you think I was doing in Lagos? Selling bread? This is Lagos. Nothing comes for free here." My throat dried up. I looked at her, really looked at her, and saw the crack beneath the glitter. But I was tired. Desperate, I just couldn't go back empty-handed. So I said nothing. Days passed. I stayed indoors mostly. Linda tried to teach me how to dress, how to walk, how to smile with my eyes. "It's a business," she said. "Your body is the product, but your mind is the manager." I nodded, even though every lesson felt like a betrayal. Then came that night. "Tonight you begin," she said, spraying a strong perfume into the air. "You will make more in one night than your father did in a month." The mention of Papa made me freeze. She didn't notice, or maybe she did and then didn't care. I dressed in a short yellow dress she gave me. It barely covered me. I felt naked even before stepping outside. My legs trembled as we walked to the spot where she usually walked. Midnight in Lagos was a different creature. Alive, shameless, full of smoke, music, and men with eyes like wolves. I stood beside her, but I didn't speak. I just watched, the laughter of men, the blinking car lights, the calls, the bargaining, everything. Then he came, a man, not young, not old, maybe in his late 50s. He wore a clean native attire with a silver embroidery. His car was parked close by, a black SUV that hummed gently like it had been waiting. He looked at me, not at my legs, not at my chest, just my face, and he said, "Come with me." Linda gave me a nudge. "Big catch. Go, my girl." My mouth opened slightly, but I said nothing. I climbed into the car like I was being carried by invisible hands. We didn't talk as he drove. He didn't even touch me. He just stared ahead, silent, calm, almost sad. We got to the hotel, not the usual type. It was quiet, with gold-trimmed curtain and white sheets. He opened the door to a suite and gestured for me to enter. So I obeyed. He sat on the edge of the bed, looked at me again, and then spoke for the first time since we left the streets. "You remind me of someone." I didn't even know what to say. I stood awkwardly near the bathroom door. Then he said, "Go and freshen up. Take your time, okay?" I entered the bathroom, ran water on my face, and stared at the mirror. My reflection didn't look like me. It looked like someone trying to forget where she came from. When I stepped back into the room, the man was gone. Just gone. No sound, no door creaked, no footsteps, only silence. My heart pounded. Was I dreaming? I looked around in panic, then I saw it. A suitcase. And beside it on the bed, a white envelope with my name written on it in cursive. Trembling, I picked it up, opened it. The letter inside was short, and it read, "Take the money inside this suitcase. Go back to the village. Help your mother and sibling relocate back to the city. Start something honest. You do not belong to this life. He never forgot you." My legs gave way. I sat on the floor, clutching the letter, my eyes blurring with tears. Slowly, I opened the suitcase. Dollars, neatly packed, bundled. More than I had ever seen, more than Papa had ever touched. My body shook, not with joy, but with fear, awe, and something deeper. The feeling that I had just witnessed something not of this world. I left the hotel with the suitcase before anyone could question me. I didn't return to Linda's place. I didn't say goodbye. I just bought a bus ticket and went straight to the village. When Mama saw me, she ran and hugged me, thinking I had failed and came back empty. But when I opened the suitcase, I showed her the letter. She dropped to her knees and wept. I told her everything. We sat in silence for a long time. Then she looked at the old wooden chair Papa carved for her before their wedding, and then whispered, "He kept his promise." We used the money wisely, moved to a nearby town, opened a furniture workshop in Papa's name and some mini businesses. My siblings went back to school. Mama smiled again. And every time I walked past Papa's photograph, I wondered, was it really him? Was he watching all along? Or had God sent a messenger in a silver agbada to pull me back from the edge? I may never know, but one thing is certain: Papa never forgot us, even in death.